Welcome to the Kentucky Division for Air Quality's Learn Before You Burn presentation. In this presentation, you'll learn about open burning and its impact on human health, what kinds of open burning are legal or illegal in Kentucky, restrictions on open burning, and how you can spread the word to help keep our air clean and healthy. The Kentucky Division for Air Quality is the state agency charged with protecting human health and the environment by maintaining healthy air for all Kentuckians. We do this through a statewide air monitoring network to track pollutants, creating effective partnerships with air pollution sources and the public, providing useful and timely information about air quality to the public, and an air permitting and compliance program with sources operating in the Commonwealth. So when we talk about open burning, we're really talking about outdoor burning with no chimney, no burn chamber, and no air pollution control devices. Open burning may occur on the ground or in a burn barrel. Because it is done outdoors in the open air, open burning is typically a low-temperature, high-smoke activity that can seriously impact air quality. That's why open burning is regulated in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. This presentation is about Kentucky's state open burning regulation. If you live in the Louisville metro area, you should check with the Louisville Metro Air Pollution Control District for more information about additional restrictions to open burning in Jefferson County. Why should we be concerned about open burning? According to the Division of Forestry, approximately 35 to 40% of Kentucky wildfires are caused by open burning. Open burning floods the air with pollutants, and those pollutants can travel far beyond the location where the burning is happening. It can make it harder for areas to meet air quality standards. And, unlike a stationary source with a smokestack, it is nearly impossible to control the smoke from open burning. Open burning pollutes more than just the air. Smoke from open burning contains heavy metals and chemicals that settle out of the air and onto surrounding soil and water, where they can accumulate in plants and animals. The ashes from open burning are another pollution source, especially when it rains, as chemicals and heavy metals get washed into groundwater and streams. Of course, human health is our biggest concern. Smoke from open burning makes it harder to breathe. It can trigger asthma attacks and worsen existing heart and lung problems. Children, the elderly, and those with pre-existing health problems are especially vulnerable. Smoke from open burning contains chemicals, fine particles, and gases that can have immediate and long-term health effects. And it's not just the person doing the burning who's at risk, but also their families and neighbors. Dioxins are among the worst of these pollutants. Dioxins are a family of chlorinated organic chemicals that include the main ingredient found in Agent Orange. They form when products containing carbon and chlorine are burned. Think paper, food scraps, plastics. Dioxins are extremely toxic to human health. They also last a long time in the environment, accumulating in fatty tissues as they move through the food chain. Because burn barrels do not have the same strict controls as municipal incinerators, barrel burning releases significant amounts of dioxins. An EPA study found that a single backyard burn barrel serving a family of 4 can emit more dioxin pollution in 1 year then a well-controlled municipal trash incinerator. Dioxins move through the food chain. Airborne dioxins can settle onto feed crops, which are then eaten by domestic meat and dairy animals. Dioxins also enter waterways through soil erosion and runoff. These dioxins accumulate in the fats of animals and then in humans when we consume meat, fish, and dairy products. Each year, the Division for Air Quality receives hundreds of air quality complaints from citizens. Most of these complaints are about smoke from open burning. This chart shows open burning complaints and violations in Kentucky over the last decade. How do we respond to open burning complaints? In order to investigate, a complaint must include a physical address or GPS coordinates where the burning has taken place. An air quality inspector generally visits the site within 3 to 5 working days to inspect the burn site and determine whether the activity was legal or illegal. Depending on the outcome of the investigation, a letter of warning or notice of violation may be issued. It is not necessary for an inspector to witness the actual burn. Debris from ashen burn piles can provide evidence for the investigation. Is open burning legal or not? Well, it all depends on what, when, where, and how a material is burned. The following slides will help you learn before you burn. It's important to remember that local county and municipal ordinances may have more stringent rules than the state regulation described in this presentation. Under Kentucky regulation, the following kinds of open burning are permitted: campfires, bonfires, and fires set for recreational or ceremonial purposes, fires set for cooking, small fires set for comfort heat at construction sites when the air temperature is below 50 degrees. Construction site comfort fires must be in a container no larger than 55 gallons in size and must only contain clean lumber or vegetative debris. State regulation also permits the burning of natural growth from land clearing and trees and tree limbs felled by storms. However, a handful of counties are restricted from this type of burning during ozone season, which occurs May 1st through September 30th every year. During these months, open burning of natural growth, tree limbs, and brush is prohibited in Jefferson, Boone, Kenton, Campbell, Boyd, Bullitt, Oldham, and Lawrence counties. Kentucky regulation also permits prescribed fires set for recognized agricultural, forest, range, or wildlife management practices. Fire departments may apply for permission from the Division for Air Quality and the Kentucky Fire Commission to conduct live fire trainings. Materials likely to produce toxic emissions, such as shingles and siding, must be removed from a structure prior to the burn, and additional restrictions may apply. Contact the State Fire Commission for more information. Leaf burning is restricted in some areas and permitted in others, so it's important to check your local ordinance before burning leaves. Also, leaf burning is never permitted during ozone season, May through September, in Jefferson, Boone, Kenton, Campbell, Boyd, Bullitt, Oldham, and portions of Lawrence County. State law permits the burning of uncoated paper products such as office paper, cardboard, and newspaper. Check local ordinances first, as some areas may restrict this kind of open burning. State law prohibits the open burning of materials likely to produce toxic emissions, and that includes nearly everything found in household trash. In Kentucky, it is illegal to burn materials such as plastic, plastic-coated paper or cardboard, food scraps, insulation, styrofoam, metal and glass, aerosol cans, rubber, painted or stained products like furniture, diapers, and clothing. Today's trash is different than the trash our grandparents used to burn. So much of our trash today contains plastics and other materials that release toxic pollutants when burned. What's in that trash? Well, heavy metals like lead and cadmium are actually used in dyes on candy and chip bags, and when burned, those metals are released as fine particles into the air. Dioxins and furans are released when plastics are burned, and gases such as acrolein and benzene are released when plastics and styrofoam are burned. These pollutants can make it hard to breathe, irritate lung tissue, and many of them are linked to cancer. State law prohibits the burning of tires, plastic, rubber, coated or insulated wire, foam, insulation, and used oil. Also prohibited are a wide range of agricultural items, including animal bedding, muck piles, mulch and hay, treated stained or painted lumber, fence posts, and wood pallets. Burning off old growth from agricultural fields is permitted, provided the agricultural plastic has been removed first. Grass clippings and other yard waste produce excessive smoke and are prohibited from open burning in Kentucky. It is always illegal to burn chemical containers of any size. It is illegal to dispose of a building or trailer home by burning, unless it is part of an approved fire training sanctioned by the State Fire Commission. Kentucky law does permit a landowner to demolish and bury a building on site. Contact the Division of Waste Management for more information. Construction and demolition debris may not be disposed of by open burning. These materials may contain asbestos, treated or painted lumber, drywall, shingles, and insulation, all of which emit hazardous pollutants when burned. Other than natural growth from land clearing, businesses may not dispose of any waste by burning. Waste or debris from private businesses may not be transported for burning elsewhere. For example, a tree trimming service may not burn tree limbs for disposal if they transport them to another location, even private property, for burning. Occasionally, storms and flooding may generate large amounts of debris from downed trees. When this happens, local governments may choose to coordinate community collection and burning of vegetative storm debris, so long as fire hazard season restrictions are observed and there are no county burn bans in effect for that area. Only vegetative debris, that is, tree limbs and branches, may be burned. Large piles should be divided and burned incrementally over time. Also, be sure to locate burn piles away from areas that could be impacted by smoke. Contact the Division for Air Quality before burning large stockpiles of storm debris. Demolition debris may never be burned, even if it was created by storms or flooding. These images are from the aftermath of tornadoes that ripped through the town of West Liberty in 2012. Numerous buildings were destroyed during the storms, leaving behind tangled piles of mixed demolition debris. To reduce the risk from debris that possibly contained asbestos, piles like these should be kept wet until they can be disposed of in an approved landfill. Open burning is further restricted during fire hazard season, from October 1st through December 15th every year, and from February 15 through April 30th. Burning within 150 feet of any woodland area is allowed only during the evening hours between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. As mentioned earlier, ozone season means additional open burning restrictions for certain counties. From May 1st through September 30th, no open burning for land clearing is permitted in Boone, Boyd, Bullitt, Campbell, Jefferson, Kenton, Oldham, and portions of Lawrence County. During times of extreme risk of wildfire, the governor or a county judge executive may declare a county-wide burn ban. The Division of Forestry tracks these burn bans on its County Burn Bans page. A declared county burn ban temporarily prohibits most or all outdoor burning. Be careful when choosing a location for approved open burning. Never burn near streams, sinkholes, or utility lines. Use common sense to locate fires away from nearby residences or businesses that may be impacted by the smoke. And always check your local ordinances before you burn. Under Kentucky state regulation, illegal burning could result in fines of up to $25,000 per day per violation. Most open burning is not necessary. Brush can be chipped and composted, piled up for wildlife, or left to decay on its own. Recycling is available in most counties, and many counties sponsor tire amnesty programs and other annual free days for bulky item disposal. Debris that cannot be recycled should be sent to the landfill. You can help others learn before they burn by sharing Division for Air Quality posters and brochures in your community. Email your request for brochures or posters to burnlaw@ky.gov or call 502-782-6592 and we'll put them in the mail for you. You can also use this contact information to report illegal burning in your area. The Division for Air Quality has 8 regional offices located in the following cities: Ashland, Bowling Green, Florence, Frankfort, Hazard, London, Owensboro, and Paducah. Each of the regional offices handles air quality complaints for a cluster of Kentucky counties surrounding these cities. The Kentucky Division for Air Quality's main offices are located at 300 Sauer Boulevard, Frankfort, Kentucky 40601, and our main phone number is 502-564-3999. Need more information about open burning? Just email us at burnlaw@ky.gov or call 502-782-6592. Thanks for watching this presentation.